Hi everyone. Welcome to InstaClass by Amity Online. Here we are discussing having a brief session on conflict management. What is conflict? How conflict can come into an existence, and predominantly how it can be sorted. Basically, it becomes our responsibility to tell you that what is conflict first. It is nothing but disagreement amongst the people. It could be between two persons, it could be between a set of people. When people have difference of opinions and they are not agreeing with each other and they are not on the same page, so that means there is a scope of conflict there, and the conflict arises. However, what we need to understand is, if that people are not on the same page, then how things can be worked out, how they can still coexist, how they can still collaborate with each other. However, when it comes to, because today we are discussing professional in a professional setup, when conflict arises, how it can be sorted out and how it can be managed. But if let me give you an example. In professional setup, conflict can be arise between a client and between an employee. Like, say, if any client is working, and if any team member, any employee is working on a proposal and on a presentation and is pitching to the client, but the client is not agreeing on certain ideas, and he has certain apprehensions and he is reluctant to adapt those ideas, and the employee is just trying to convince the client that this is the idea which he wants to integrate into the presentation, and then there is a lot of disagreement happening. That could be one reason, one factor, that okay, conflict can arise. Then there could be another way, is another factor could be the conflict can be there between two team members, that there could be a ego clash, or there could be a creative clash between two people in the team, and then there is a higher chance that the conflict can arise when any discussion in the meeting between these two people can transform into a, you can say, a debate. So that is one way, that is one factor. Another reason could be between the conflict can be there between a manager and between the employee. Maybe the manager or the boss has different expectations from the employee or from the team member, in terms of productivity, in terms of performance, in terms of matching up to deadlines and timelines. So yes, there is a chance that there is a conflict because the employee has a way of working, he has certain habits, so there is a chance then again the conflict can arise. The intent is that how things can be sorted and how things can be worked upon, so that their disagreement can be converted into an agreement. So this is about a professional space. However, when we talk about personal space, conflict can arise there also. And I can give you right away an example, or rather we'll share an incident with you, that how conflict can be there in the personal space, but then how we can learn it from there and can apply our learnings in our professional and can apply in our professional setup or in our corporate life. So this incident was a few days ago. I was sitting in the cafe, one of the coffee shops in the town, and there were two people. I'm assuming that they were friends. There were two people who were sitting right just beside my table. I could overhear them, and the discussion which was happening between these two friends were, they were discussing a movie, a specific movie, where where one friend is talking about that how he liked the movie so much, how he was absolutely in love with the story, the performances, the songs. So he was going all and on how he liked the movie. On the contrary, there was another friend who has all the reasons that why he did not like that specific movie. So he was trying to give all the logical reasons that what was bad in the story or how he did not like the performance. So same thing, two different opinions. What I really liked about these two people was that they were nowhere into argumentative mode. They were nowhere into any such discussion where I could see that okay, maybe I could hear that okay, this is going into a debate. No, there was healthy discussion happening, and they were coexisting there. They were trying to coexist with their logical reason, and they were managing that space where the conflict should not arise. And that is primarily, we need to understand that when we are in a professional space, when we are working in an organization, how we need to think think from the perspective which is in the betterment of the organization or in the development of that organization, so that conflict should not arise. There are certain elements which we can consider to avoid a conflict or to help to sort out the conflicts if it exists. To give you an example, let's say you are working in a group, you are working with multiple people, and you're working on a presentation. A lot of ideas are welcomed, a lot of ideas are integrated in that presentation, and this is very important proposal you are making to pitch your client. In that presentation, you are adding certain ideas from with your experiences and with your how you would want to integrate everything aesthetically, or you want to make that presentation. Now you stumble upon one of the team members who tries to add his opinions into it and is not listening to you at all. He is trying to dominate the entire presentation, and he's trying to tell you that this is the whatever he's saying is right about the idea, and whatever you are appending or you are adding into that presentation is not right. Now whenever you are meeting, you both are meeting in that meeting room, or whenever you're having a call, or whenever you're having a discussion, a lot of conflict is there, a lot of disagreement is there. I would want to tell you that these things can be sorted where you both, because first, in the corporate world, we need to understand that there is nothing called let go. No, we can't ignore this situation. We can't have a let go situation, because every single thing in the corporate world is required to be addressed, is required to be confronted, and then the solution can come. If it is ignored, if any problem is ignored, then there is a higher chance that you will not find the solution to this conflict. Then there would be a lot of higher chance that there would be a lot of cold vibes within the team if such situation occurs. Having said that, there are certain elements which I have narrowed down for you all, where you can try sorting out the conflict. If any such situation comes, you stumble upon a first, you need to take care of the emotion, with which emotion you are having a discussion with this person, even if it's a non agreement. The emotion should be balanced out. It is reaction versus response. You can't react in a professional space. Reaction is something impulsive, that you are not thinking about what could be the consequences afterwards. You are just thinking that whatever is coming to your mind, you are saying it. No, impulsive reaction should not be there. Whenever you are having a discussion with this team member who is not listening to you, or who's just proving his point in front of you, you need to think from response point of view. Response is, you need to have a concrete understanding what the other person is saying, and then you need to reply to that person. You can't just simply say whatever is coming to your mind. You have to plan, you have to think, and then you have to reply to that person. That is what emotional balance is. Do not react, just respond to that person with your concrete reasoning. Second is how you are communicating, with which tone you are communicating in these kind of discussions, so that whatever discussion is happening, it should not go into a take a place of a debate. You need to hold yourself in that, and that tone should be, there are three P's you need to follow. Three P's. One P is politeness. Second P is positive. Third P is professional. Your communication, your tone should be revolving around these three P's: polite, positive, and professional. That is where half of whatever the discussion is going on is, you need to take care of that. It should not go into a conflict. Third, whatever you would want to communicate to that person, your idea, your opinion, your perception, anything which you both are not agreeing on, in professional setup, try tell everything with the support of logical reason, that why you think this idea will work in the presentation, or this idea will be a hit idea in front of the client. Why? You need to, before even entering into that meeting, you need to narrow down those points in your, maybe create some bullet points. Then you keep it in front of your the other person in the team, that why do you think. Logical reasoning has to be intact. That will help your other team member to understand things better. With logical reasoning, you need to add one more thing. benefits, that whatever you are coming up with the idea to prove your point, you're not just proving it for the sake of proving it, because you know there are benefits attached to it. Benefit in the favor of organization, benefit in the favor of the project, benefit in the relationship you are building with that client, and to get business from the client. How logical reason and benefit can help you, whatever you are adding ideas into that presentation will help the entire team and the entire project. That is important. So up till now, your emotion balance, then your tone, then communication with logical reason, plus you need to take care of the benefits. Also, now you need to give a chance to that other person. You need to give that opportunity. What is his reasoning? For that, ask questions. Do not just prove your point there and then. Ask questions to him. Why do you think his ideas are better, or his opinion is better, or his way of working towards this project is better? Ask that question. Probe that person. Once you probe, and then you get to know his perception. I need to tell you here, there is the right and wrong is very subjective in professional world. Everybody is their right in their own way when it comes to, because person is, whatever person is sharing with you, it is because of the person's, what he has managed so far, how his experience is, or how his way of working is. So whatever, listen to his way, listen to his perception, and then understand that why he's saying what he's saying. Give him chance to speak, and for that you need to ask question. There and then, do not try to sort out that conflict. Buy time from that person. Come back, figure it out, what reasons you have give, what reason he is giving for that idea you would want to pitch with to the client, because that is the cause of disagreement. Understand if anywhere things can be worked out in blending both the ideas for the betterment of organization. Understand that, and then blend it somewhere, if it is possible to mitigate the issue, if it is possible to amalgamate both the ideas somewhere. Maybe there is no ego in that. You need to think from the perspective of the betterment of organization development. Then yes, you have bought time from the person. Come back, have a discussion again, with the mindset, that solution seeking mindset, that I have come up with these suggestions where we can blend of both these two ideas, and this is the concrete outcome or output I am seeking for. Always go in something in your mind, that what output you would want to see out of that discussion. You would want a decision to be made out of that discussion. You want a critical solution to be come up with. You want to have a mutual consent on some idea. Always go ahead with that mindset to have an output. So these are certain elements which I have narrowed down, that how, if any conflict, any space, if you think conflict can arise, or if there is a scope of conflict, or the conflict is already into an existence, these are certain elements. I'm just repeating for you, I'm just narrowing down for you all again. Your emotional balance, your tone, communication of logical reason with benefits. Buy time, then ask question from the to the other person, what is his idea and what is his perspective. Then come back, buy time, try to blend the things, if anywhere, for the betterment of organization development, and then proceed further with another meeting, another call. This is whatever I taught you. This is a model of iceberg model. Iceberg is nothing but, iceberg says that whatever, when is in the ocean, when you see a person, when in the ocean, when you see the iceberg, whatever you see is on the surface, but then whatever is beneath that ocean is much more to that, and that is what you need to take care of when it is about conflict within the team, or with external people. You need to, whatever in this on the surface you can see it, there is much more to that. So you need to understand person, you need to understand people, that why they are saying what they are saying, why they are thinking what they are thinking. Spend time with them, understand, ask questions to them. And that is what iceberg says, that dwell in and dig in and see what is beneath, and then try to follow how things can be sorted and how conflicts can be sorted. Yeah. So, yeah, this was all about from my side. However, what I would want from you all is just leaving this session on the note is that try to apply when any such situation in your personal space, when it is between friends or family, and also if once you're working, once you start working or you're already working, whenever any such situation comes with your team members or anyone with your client, try to follow these elements and then you'll see how you will thrive and how you flourish. So, yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this session and all the best. Take care. Bye bye.